Hi everybody. In today class, we are going to discuss ECG lead configuration. Okay, in earlier class, we by discussing different topics, what is meant by ECG, how the electrical activity of the heart is being generated, what is the source for that electrical activity, that is action potential of the heart, how does the SA node, AV node, and other bundle of cells and Purkinje fibers are working together in order to produce a sequence pattern of ECG waveform, right? So in this class, we are going to see what are the lead configuration or the lead connection which is being used to capture these electrical potential of heart. Okay, so as we know that the action potential generated by the heart appear through the body and appear on its the body surface too. Okay, so how we are going to pick up this electric potential, that is a very big question. So these electrical potential which can be easily captured just by placing the pair of electrodes on the body. This pair of electrodes, what is going to do in the sense is going to measure the potential difference that is the exist between two electrodes. By doing so, we're going to have the measurement of voltage that is present between these electrodes. Okay, that voltage is nothing but the action potential of the heart. Okay, this pair of electrodes, or you can in some cases you can use the combination of several pair of electrodes with the help of some accessories networks like resistive network or some other networks being used to produce to being used to measure this potential difference, which is nothing but the electric potential of the heart. That combination, that network is nothing but a lead. Okay, so the lead is very important to capture or to acquire the action potential, whatever may be the target, that could be the heart or muscle or anything. Okay, like ECG, EEG or EMG. So the lead is the important thing. It acts as a medium to capture the action potential, to process that so that we do some kind of analysis. Okay, so here we are using more than one type of lead configuration in order to record this action potential to describe the heart's electrical activity completely. So there are three types of electrode lead system. So we used to call this 12 lead system. This is a standard 12 lead system. Other name is called ECG lead configuration. So here you have three major things, that is limb lead or standard leads, and augmented unipolar leads, and chest leads or pericardial leads. So it has three electrodes you are going to be using limb leads or standard leads. Now augmented unipolar leads, again you are going to be use three electrodes, and pericardial and chest leads, here you are going to use six electrodes. So 3 plus 3 plus 6 is equal to 12. So that is the reason here we are using ECG lead configuration is nothing but 12 standard lead configuration. So the limb leads or standard leads are bipolar leads. The reason is that here the two electrodes whatever you are using, that is going to be the active electrodes. Okay, so whereas if you see the augmented or chest leads or pericardial leads, here you are how many electrodes, whatever how many electrodes you are using, it doesn't matter. The electrodes, each electrode is it's a unipolar characteristic. It means that there is a one electrode is going to be active, other electrodes are going to be the reference or neutral electrodes. Okay, so the based on this characteristics, it's been called as bipolar electrodes, and that is the limb lead and standard leads, and it is called unipolar electrodes. That is going to be the augmented unipolar electrodes or pericardial electrodes. Now let's see what is the each lead configuration in detail. First, we will see the bipolar limb leads or the standard leads. Okay, here again you have a three types, that is lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3. So before getting into this particular topic, this technique, okay, this technique of measuring ECG or recording the electrical activity of the heart is being proposed by one scientist called Enthoven. Okay, so Enthoven is a scientist. He made one assumption that the heart is near the center of the equilateral triangle. Okay, so the apex of which are right and left shoulders and crotch. Okay, so this is going to be the assumption which is made by Enthoven, that is a scientist. He made one equilateral triangle. At the center he considered that heart is being located, and the apex of all 3 points is being like right and left shoulders and crotch of human being. Okay, so by considering this assumption, he is going to calculate or focus or capture, or you can see recording the going to record the electrical activity of the heart. Okay, so and he also proposed that the frontal plane representation of electrical axis of the heart is through the vector. Okay, it's a frontal plane, so this is the frontal plane or frontal plane of the heart, and this is going to be the frontal plane for lead 2 type, and this is going to be the frontal plane of lead 1 type, and this one is going to be the frontal plane of lead 3 type. So this frontal plane is going to be the representation of electrical axis of the heart, that is only the 2D vector. Okay, so this is again second theory is being proposed by the Enthoven scientist. Now we are coming into this lead configuration. So as I said before, you have three types of lead, right? Lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3. Okay, so this lead 3 types of lead, we are going to place it on limbs, right arms, left arm, right leg and left leg. So as far as these standard leads concerned, always these ECG lead configuration, always the right leg is going to be act as a ground or reference electrode. So whereas the other point, we are going to just tap the action potential, which is going to be represent the axis, frontal plane axis, electrical axis of the heart. Okay, so the right arm, right leg and left leg. So as I said before, the right leg is going to be act as a ground or reference electrode. So if you see this is going to be the Enthoven triangle. So here this is the right arm, this is the left arm, down is left leg. Why we have not considered right leg means, as I said, the right leg is the reference electrode. And the right arm and left arm, if you are focusing, since it is a bipolar limbs, you need two active electrodes. If you are placing two active electrodes on right arm and left arm, and one reference electrode is going to be placed on right leg, then it is going to be the lead 1. If you are placing active electrode one on right arm and another one is left arm, and you are placing the ground as a right leg, then it is going to be the lead 2 type. Again, the lead 3 is going to be the right arm and left leg. You are going to place the active electrodes, and right leg is going to be the reference electrode. Then this type is going to be the lead 3. Okay, so the lead 1 is a potential difference you're going to measure between right arm and left arm, and lead 2 you're going to measure between right arm and left leg, and lead 3 is going to be left arm and left leg. So if you see this cardiac vector of the heart, if you compare this cardiac vector similarity between these three, that is lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3, by seeing itself you come to know which cardiac vector is almost 100% similar to the actual cardiac vector of the heart, that is the lead 2, right? So lead 2 is actually gives the exact two picture of the heart, that is the ECG vector. So that is the reason we highly recommend the lead 2 compared to lead 1 and lead 3. Okay, so here you see the lead 1, it will mostly cover right from the heart. Consider this is going to be the heart. Okay, so this cardiac vector axis is going to cover from top to bottom, that is the atria to ventricles. So this cardiac vector is almost similar to the output of cardiac vector of lead 2. So this lead 2 is going to give more valuable information, almost similar to the, since it has a similar to the cardiac vector of heart. Okay, so that is the reason the lead 2 is highly recommended compared to the lead 1 and lead 3, whereas the lead 1 lead 3 the magnitude of the cardiac vector is very small compared to the actual cardiac vector of the heart. Okay, so that is the reason the lead 2 is recommended. You can give very good valuable information of QRS complex to have any kind of analysis. Okay, so in next class we will see the other subsequent two types, that is augmented lead configuration and chest leads.